My name is Sarah Bennetta, and this is the story of what inspired me to become a nurse. Well, I started out in high school always realizing that I was a people person. When I graduated, I really wasn't sure what avenue I wanted, so I started out at Sacred Heart University in Fairfield. Did a bunch of prereqs, a lot of sciences, still wasn't sure, kind of was having thoughts of social work, nursing, psychology. Ended up going to Eastern Connecticut State University, transferring. I don't think mentally or emotionally I was ready to take that step that you need to for nursing. Because it takes a special person to kind of do the academics along with clinical and be ready for that. And I wasn't. So, 2000, I came knocking at Silver Hill's door. And I became a psych tech. And I started my career here up at ACU. And we did 8-hour shifts then. And I remember walking in thinking, oh my gosh, this is where I work. It was a little bit overwhelming. I loved it, but I was a little scared, I ain't gonna lie. So then I wanted more experience to go into some detox. So at the time, detox was out at K House, Clinging Sign House. And I worked with nurses Yvette Martinez, who's still here, Katie Lewis, Jeannie Camacho. They really took me aside one day and said, not for nothing, you're so valuable as a tech. You should really think about furthering, doing something in nursing. And Jeannie was funny. She was like, Sarah, one day I could actually see you being my boss one day. And I laughed, just, oh, haha, Jeannie, haha, very funny. But I really took seriously my next move. I ended up going to NCC, and I ended up meeting Ben Guerrera, who is our nursing soup here. And it was funny. We were sitting out of orientation at NCC for our nursing courses to begin. He comes with his big old hat. We're standing outside the auditorium, and he's like, hey, do I know you? And I was like, yeah, we took microbiology, whatever, together. So we became fast friends, big buddies. We were kind of kidney donors. We took a pact. We're going to make it through nursing school. If we all go down, we're all going down together. So we're making it. So 2008, I graduated. I was so happy. Obviously, at that point, I was ready to make that step like I wasn't before in my younger days. And I had a decision, though, because right out of graduation, I could have gotten hired, and I did get hired or offered a position at Danbury Hospital on a med-surg floor. And it was a preceptor grad program. It would have been 2 years, or stay where I was comfortable. I knew everybody, and Silver Hill is like a big, giant family, so I felt very supported. But while that was all important, what really settled my mind to stay at Silver Hill, not everybody can be a psych nurse. You can go on a med-surg floor and hang an IV or change a wound or do those tasks. Med-surg is very task-oriented. Not that we don't have tasks here, but psych nursing takes the person that's going to be able to sit back and watch. Sometimes an undervalued skill of a psych nurse is just sitting back and not saying anything and just observing. It takes patience. It could be draining. But I had a passion. I had a passion to stay with what I knew I could do well. And I could see the difference I was making, even with staying silent. And I think I really, really made the right choice. Yeah, you could put me on a med-surg floor. I can learn how to hang that IV. I can learn how to do that wound. But where I belong is with those psych patients that can really benefit from my skills through the years. 21 years here, I've learned a lot. And it just takes a little bit of patience and endurance, and you can make the world a difference in somebody's lives and family. I've affected a lot of families' lives too in the process of helping the patients here. So I wouldn't change it for the world. Absolutely. Psych nurse, 100%.